Behold the latest military news update. This is AFP Community News, hosted by Rob Suzon every 12 noon, Mondays to Fridays. Only here on DWDD Armed Forces Radio. One AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Pambato Division welcomes Royal Cambodian Army visit. BRP Jose Rizal crew provides medical support and aid in Sabtang, Batanes. Philippines, Canada, and other countries working together for stronger cybersecurity efforts for the upcoming midterm elections. Philippines to strengthen maritime security with 8 new marine research hubs according to DENR. Good day everyone, as well as our troops at Camp Emilio Aguinaldo, Quezon City. Today is Monday, March 17, and we will bring you the latest news from the armed forces and other information around the Philippines. In behalf of Rof Suzon, this is Jhai Simbajon for AFP Community News.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
And the Armor Pambato Division warmly welcomed the delegation from the Royal Cambodian Army, headed by General Mao Sofan at Headquarters Armor Division, Camp O'Donnell, Santa Lucia, Capas, Tarlac. The visiting Cambodian delegation was accorded full military honors, emphasizing the respect and camaraderie between the two nations' armed forces. As part of the visit, the Armor Division showcased its capabilities through a demonstration of combined arms operations, underlining the unit's operational excellence, combat proficiency, and interoperability in modern warfare scenarios. Meanwhile, Pambato Division Commander Major General Pedro C. Balisi Jr. Philippine Army expressed gratitude to the Royal Cambodian Army for their commitment to fostering stronger defense relations.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
And crew from BRP Jose Rizal FF150PF conducted the community service in Sabtang, Batanes. The crew hosted a simple feeding program, provide donations of trash bins to help keep the environment clean, and offer limited medical assistance to those in need. Meanwhile, the activity was a testament of the Philippine Navy's commitment to service and collaboration with local residents that exemplifies dedication to making a positive impact.
DWDD Armed Forces News. Armed Forces Radio.
For other updates, let us hear the details about new People's Army member dead in Oriental Mindoro clash. Go ahead for the details, Gina.
Yes, Jhai, a member of the New People's Army terrorist, died following an encounter between the 2nd Infantry Jungle Fighter Division and the Communist terrorist group in Mansale, Oriental Mindoro. Troops from the 4th Infantry Battalion were conducting security operations following an information from concerned citizens of extortion activities at Sitio Cabuyao in Barangay Panaytayan. The 15-minute firefight between the 4th IB troops and the CTG members resulted the demise of a NPA terrorist member and recovery of an M16 rifle at the encounter site. Meanwhile, 2ID Commander Major General Cirilo Balauro Jr. urged the remaining members of the CTG to lay down their arms and return to the folds of the law. This is Gina reporting for AFP Community News, one AFP for stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Gina.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
And the Civil Military Operations Unit Northern Luzon at the 30th Marine Company of the Marine Battalion Landing Team 10, in collaboration with the Philippine National Police Basco Municipal Police Station, conducted youth awareness drive at Barangay San Antonio, Basco, Batanes. The activity, attended by 20 Sangguniang Kabataan representatives and local government officials, aimed to educate and engage the youth on pressing national issues. During the event, participants were briefed on the West Philippine Sea, highlighting its importance, the prevailing security situation, and the shared responsibility of every Filipino in safeguarding the country's territory. Meanwhile, the initiative is one of the NFNL's commitments to empower the youth and strengthen their role in national security and community development.
DWDD Armed Forces Forces News.
And the 4th Mechanized Infantry Battalion presented 3 communist terrorist group members with firearms to the 2nd Mechanized Infantry Brigade at Headquarters 2nd Mechanized Infantry Brigade, Barangay Maria Cristina, Iligan City. The surrender of the 3 CTG members was the result of the Community Support Program and intensified focused military operations in the area of operations of Fort Mec Battalion. During the activity, the following firearms composed of a 45 caliber pistol, 9mm UZI submachine gun, and M79 grenade launcher were also surrendered. Meanwhile, the surrender of CTG members was a significant achievement for the 4th Mechanized Infantry Battalion.
DWDD Armed Forces News. Armed Forces Radio.
On the other line, let us hear more from Mel Jhai about Naval Forces Northern Luzon, Cascades AFP Communication Plan Mulat. Mel Jhai?
Yes, good afternoon. The Naval Forces Northern Luzon, headed by Commodore Edward EKMD Sagon, Philippine Navy, conducted a cascading of Armed Forces of the Philippines Communication Plan Mulat to Naval Forces Northern Luzon at Headquarters Naval Forces Northern Luzon Function Hall, Naval Station Ernesto Ugbinar, Poro Point, City of San Fernando, La Union. Commander Jess B. Pilar, Philippine Navy General Staff Corps, Group Commander of 1st Civil Relations Group, Civil Relations Service Armed Forces of the Philippines, served as one of the keynote speaker who visited the command to impact his knowledge on the said topic. The lecture guided attendees on combating misinformation, malinformation, and disinformation in the West Philippine Sea issues. At the same event, Lieutenant Commander Edmond R. Aguila, Philippine Navy, the Assistant Chief of Staff for Civil Military Operations, NF7, lectured the Introduction to Civil Military Operations, and Ms. Ivy G. Marquez, Civilian Human Resource Research and Analysis Branch, Public Affairs Office, NFNL, discussed the AFP revised social media policy. Moreover, the event culminated with a product development and design training with SN1 Giselle Ann Ravina, Philippine Navy, Personnel in Charge Public Affairs Unit Civil Military Operations Group, Philippine Navy as guest instructor. The training equipped the participants with basic photo and video editing knowledge, contributing to their overall competency. This event underscores the NFNL's unwavering commitment to advancing the skills and competency of its personnel, contributing to extending the collective efforts to ensure the achievement of the Northern Luzon Command's mission and the broader objectives of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. This is Meldray Nesho Arroco reporting for AFP Community News, one AFP for stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Mel Jhai.
DWDD Armed Forces
And the 10th Field Artillery Rolling Thunder Battalion showcased the Atmos 2000 system during the visit of Commander of Joint Task Force Central, Major General Donald M. Gumiran, at the battalion's advanced command post at Camp Lucero, Carmen, Cotabato. The event featured a gun capability demonstration and a detailed briefing which aimed to provide the visiting commander with an in-depth understanding of the unit capabilities and significant contributions to the focused military operations. According to Major General Gumiran, the visit served as a platform for exchanging ideas on how both unit can further optimize their forces and ensure the mission's success. Meanwhile, the visit fostered valuable exchange of ideas and boosted troops' morale, reaffirming the battalion's commitment to its mission and its essential role in the Philippine Army's ongoing defense efforts.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
And the Philippines partnered with Canada and other nations to build cyber resilient systems in preparation for the upcoming May 2025 elections. The Strat-based institute partnered with the Canadian Embassy in the Philippines to bring together ambassadors of Canada, the United Kingdom, the European Union, and Germany to a 2-day conference on cybersecurity. Canadian Ambassador to the Philippines David Hartman said these countries can share best practices, work together on incident response, and advocate together for responsible state behavior in cyberspace. For his part, Strat-based Institute President Dindo Manhit also expressed that cyberspace is now weaponized. Because of this, Manhit emphasized the importance and the need of enhancing the country's cyber defense.
DWDD Armed Forces News. Armed Forces Radio.
Now let us hear a reporter on the ground about Western Command leads West Philippine Sea advocacy with fun bike and motorcade. Go on for the details, Junes.
The Western Command successfully hosted the West Philippine Sea Advocacy Fan Bike and Motorcade activity last Saturday as part of its pre-anniversary celebrations for its 49th anniversary, held under the theme Kaisa sa pagpapanatili ng kapayapaan, pagtatanggol sa ating soberanya at karapatan, at kaunlaran sa kanlurang tungo sa bagong Pilipinas. The event highlighted the unwavering commitment of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, law enforcement agencies and civilian organizations in advocating for peace, security, and development in the region. Cyclists and motorcyclists from various groups proudly participated in the activity, all united for a cause that underscores the significance of the West Philippine Sea in the country's security and environmental landscape. The event began at 6 a.m. at the Westcom Grandstand, where participants gathered for assembly before the fan bike and motorcade officially commenced. Following a brief program, the riders were released at 7 a.m. to embark on a route within the premises of Puerto Princesa City. This activity marks just one of the many events leading up to Westcom's official 49th anniversary celebration. Westcom continues to play a key role in safeguarding the country's territorial integrity, with this advocacy campaign reflecting their dedication to educating and involving the public in matters related to national security. And that's the latest update. This is Private Pelayo reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Junes Pelayo.
DWDD National
And the Department of Environment and Natural Resources is set to establish 8 marine scientific research stations across the country. This includes Pag-asa Island as part of the efforts to strengthen maritime security and environmental conservation in West Philippine Sea. DENR Secretary Maria Antonia Tony Yuloizaga said the research stations will contribute to national security by enhancing the country's capacity to monitor and manage its maritime domain. Alongside with this, the Tubataha Reef Ranger Station and the Snake Island Station in Palawan will also be upgraded.
DWDD National
And the Department of Environment and Natural Resources will conduct biodiversity conservation research at the Recto Bank and Rizal Reef in the West Philippine Sea next month. DNR Secretary Maria Antonia Yuloizaga said they expect to discover more and measure the Philippine treasures in the ecosystem of the West Philippine Sea. The agency will conduct the research in collaboration with the Marine Environment and Resources Foundation. The West Philippine Sea has a rich biodiversity that contributes around 27% of the country's commercial fisheries production and around 30% of the nation's coral reefs.
DWDD National News. Armed Forces Radio.
Let us hear more updates from Jess about 203rd Infantry Brigade welcomes new commander in Assumption ceremony in Mindoro. Jess?
The 203rd Infantry Bantay Kapayapaan Brigade welcomed its new commander, Brigadier General Melencio Ragudo, in an Assumption ceremony held at its headquarters in Bansod Oriental, Mindoro on March 15, 2025. Presided over by 2nd Infantry Division Commander Major General Solino Balaoro Jr., the event marked Brigadier General Ragudo's formal assumption of leadership and his promotion to his new rank. Major General Balaoro urged him to uphold the brigade's excellence and address Mindoro's evolving security challenges. The brigade also recognized Colonel Eric Guevara, former acting commander and deputy brigade commander, for his outstanding service and dedication to the unit. Brigadier General Ragudo brings with him a wealth of experience, having served as a Chief of Staff of the 3rd Infantry Division. He also previously commanded the 80th and 59th Infantry Battalions, where he played a key role in peace and security efforts. With his leadership, the brigade remains committed to its mission of ensuring stability and safeguarding communities in Mindoro. This is Jess from Solcom reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Jess.
DWDD National News.
And the Department of Trade and Industry said it currently has investment pledges worth around 4 trillion pesos. DTI Secretary Cristina Roque said the amount spans 247 investment leads and projects as of January this year. According to the DTI, 51 projects are already in advanced stages, while 23 have started commercial operations in the country. Meanwhile, 28 companies are either registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission or currently working with investment promotion agencies to finalize their entry into the Philippines.
DWDD National News.
And the government pushed for stronger protection and social security portability for Filipino migrant workers before the International Labor Organization's governing body. Labor Undersecretary Benedicto Ernesto Bitonio Jr. made the pitch during discussions on the ILO agenda and action on fair migration in Geneva, Switzerland. During the discussions, Bitonio said the Philippines is advocating for a whole-of-migration cycle approach to ensure both a labor market efficiency and strong worker protections. He explained that the primary focus was made on the portability of social security benefits, ensuring that migrant workers retain access to pensions, health care, and other entitlements regardless of their work location.
DWDD National News. Armed Forces Radio.
And we have a report coming in from Leonor about the 41st Infantry Battalion committed to maintain gun-free, peace-centered communities. Leonor?
The 41st Infantry Partner for Peace Battalion remains committed to work together with the community to support its campaign to maintain gun-free and peace-centered communities in Parang Sulu. This was after Honorable Haji Hawal Hamantahil, Barangay Chairman of Alu Layag-Layag, turned over 1 million Garand rifle to 41st Infantry Battalion. They said surrender of firearms stands a testament to communities' unwavering support for the gun-free zone and peace-centered initiatives. Meanwhile, the effort is a crucial step toward promoting safety and reducing violence in the communities. This is Leonor Tanap reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Leonor. More from Maguindanao del Sur, more updates from Beth about 6th Infantry Division condemns grenade attack in Madia detachment. Beth?
The 6th Infantry Canfilan Division strongly condemned the grenade attack on its detachment in the Barangay Madia, Dato Saudi Ampatuan, Maguindanao del Sur. The said attack resulted to the injuries of 4 soldiers of the 6th Mechanized Infantry Battalion meanwhile on duty. According to 6ID spokesperson Colonel Ruden Orbon, Philippine Army, the military suspect that the attack could be an act of retribution by remnant of local terrorist group. Meanwhile, authorities initiated an investigation in collaboration with the intelligence unit and local officials to identify and arrest the perpetrators. This is Betaniete reporting for the AFP Community News, 1 AFP for the Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Beth Taniete.
DWDD National News.
And the National Telecommunications Commission is set to review proposals that seek to amend the SIM Registration Act to make the law more strict and tighten rules on registration. The agency cited the rampant tax scams, leaving many Filipinos vulnerable to fraudulent activities. Among the proposals is the requirement of personal appearance for registration, similar to the requirements for obtaining a driver's license and a National Bureau of Investigation clearance. Earlier, Presidential Communications Office Undersecretary Claire Castro said that the SIM Registration Act should be reviewed for it to be more effective.
DWDD National News.
And the Department of Health said that 55 rabies cases were recorded nationwide from January 1 to March 1 this year. This is a 39% drop from the 90 logged during the same period last year. Despite this, Health Secretary Teodoro Herbosa reminded the public that rabies is fatal with a 100% fatality rate last year. The DOH said it recorded 426 cases of rabies in 2024, 45% of which were caused by saliva of domestic pets.
DWDD National News. Armed Forces Radio.
Let us hear more from Mabes about the National Capital Region Command continuous iftar offerings, strengthening community ties in Quiapo, Manila. Mabes?
Yes, good morning, katropang Jhai. NCR Command continues iftar offerings, strengthening community ties in Quiapo, Manila. In a continued commitment to unity and inclusivity during Ramadan, the NCR Command, in partnership with the Integrative Center for Alternative Development or ICAD Foundation and Time to Help, successfully conducted its third and fourth days of iftar offerings on March 15 to 16, 2025 at the Golden Mosque, Quiapo, Manila. Over the weekend, a total of 1,600 hot meal packs were distributed to members of the Muslim community, reinforcing the spirit of bayanihan and mutual support. With the completion of the fourth day, the total number of meal packs distributed since the beginning of the iftar offering series has reached 3,600. This 5-weekend initiative aims to provide a total of 5,400 hot meal packs to different Muslim communities across the National Capital Region, strengthening relationships between security forces and the communities they serve. The initiative was made possible through the concerted efforts of the 7 CRG, CRS AFP, 12 CMO Battalion, Field Service Group AFP Logistics Support Command, Barbosa Police Station PS-14, Youth for Peace NCR, Universidad de Manila, and dedicated volunteers from the Muslim community led by barangay officials of Barangay 384 Quiapo, Manila. Their unwavering commitment ensured the smooth and orderly distribution of food packs. Expressing his gratitude, Mr. Selim Srinoglo of ICAD Foundation highlighted the importance of continuing this initiative, ensuring that all involved prayers, donations, and goodwill extend beyond Ramadan and foster lasting connections within the community. The NCR Command and its partners reaffirm their commitment to promoting mutual respect, inclusivity, and meaningful engagement with diverse sectors of society. The iftar offerings will continue until March 23, 2025, ensuring that more Muslim communities benefit from this act of service and solidarity. This is Mabes Omaga reporting for AFP Community News. One AFP for stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Mabes.
DWDD National
And President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. vowed continuous support for the peace process. During the oath-taking of new members of the local amnesty boards of Eastern Visayas, Marcos said the national government is very supportive and will continue to be supportive of all they're doing. He mentioned that the amnesty board is a mechanism in place to bring back into the fold of the law and into society those who opposed the state for a while. Local amnesty boards were established by the National Amnesty Commission across the country to conduct eligibility assessments and make recommendations concerning amnesty applications of former rebels.
DWDD National News.
And Senate President Francis Escudero sought a comprehensive review of all laws and policies against overloading by trucks and trailers. He made a call following the collapse of the Cabagan Santa Maria Bridge in Isabela Province last month was reportedly triggered by overloading. The senator said a parallel review of policies is needed to determine if the policies are still effective or there may be lapses in enforcement. Escudero believes that this is not an isolated incident and a lot of overloaded trucks are able to go about their business without being flogged.
DWDD National News. Armed Forces Radio.
More updates from Angel about 16 violent extremists surrendered to Philippine Army in Maguindanao del Sur. Angel?
Yes, Jhai, 16 former violent extremists or FVEs voluntarily surrendered at the 6th Infantry Battalion Headquarters, Barangay Buwayan, Datopiang, Maguindanao del Sur. The 601st Infantry Unifier Brigade of the Philippine Army, through the 6th IB facilitated the said surrender, wherein the 16 FVEs also yielded their 16 high-powered firearms. Of the 16 FVEs, 1 surrendered from Sharif Saidona Mustafa, 12 from Datu Salibo, and 3 from Datu Saudi Ampatuan. Meanwhile, the firearms are currently in the custody of the 6 IB for proper inventory and disposition. This is Angel Cruz Kamamot reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Angel. More from Siya about 1102nd Infantry Brigade and youth leaders host iftar in Luok, Sulu. Siya?
The 1102nd Infantry Ganarul Brigade and the youth leaders of Sulu Towards Peace and Development Incorporated organized a meaningful iftar at Masjid Tubig, Pantay in Barangay Bual, Luok, Sulu. The community members offered prayers before breaking their fast and expressed appreciation for the sincere support and goodwill shown by the military and youth leaders. The 1102nd Brigade, 2nd CMO Battalion, and YLS-TPD reaffirms their commitment to peace, collaboration, and strengthening community ties, ensuring that the true spirit of Ramadan is shared and celebrated by all. Meanwhile, Brigadier General Alaric Avelino de los Santos, commander of the 1102nd Brigade, highlighted the significance of such commitments in strengthening peace and cooperation with the community. This is Shaina Araneta reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Shaina.
DWDD National News.
And for our final news, the Philippine National Police has implemented a series of reforms designed to streamline firearm registration and licensing procedures while enhancing cybersecurity and accessibility. The PNP said the shift to a more advanced and fortified platform comes following the May 2024 cyber attack that exposed vulnerabilities in the previous system. PNP Chief General Romel Marbil said that they want firearms licensing and registration to be both secure and accessible. Among the key enhancements to the process are the introduction of SIM card-based client credentials, regional kiosk installations, and integration with the National Police Clearance System, a user-friendly mobile application.
DWDD National News.
And that's all for today's broadcast. Thank you for joining us, especially to our audience in our Facebook page, AFP Radio DWDD. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow for more updates, same time, same station. Again, this is Jhai Simbajon for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a Stronger Philippines.
Behold the latest military news update. This is AFP Community News, hosted by Rob Suzon every 12 noon, Mondays to Fridays. Only here on DWDD Armed Forces Radio. 1 AFP for a Stronger Philippines.
Ito ang DWDD 1134 kHz AM. Balita, impormasyon at musika. Ito ang DWDD AFP Radio. Boses ng Kawal Pilipino.
Kayo ay nakatutok sa DWDD AFP Radio. Kami po ay kasapi ng KBP, Kapisanan ng mga Broadcaster ng Pilipinas.